Alright, so this is Elderborn. Um, I have no idea when this game came out. It probably came out years ago, and I think I acquired it. Actually, I know I acquired it in like one of the latest Humble Bundles. Um, and it was kind of like, huh, weird. Never heard of it. Oops. Must not be very good or whatever. Um, I've played it a little bit here and there. It's pretty linear, but it's also kind of Metroidvania-esque. Um, I mean, I've probably gotten close to 2 hours into it, and that's not like rushing or anything. And I found myself kind of backtracking in good ways, not in annoying ways, because that can be very annoying. But yeah, as you see, first person slasher. Definitely some Dark Souls roguelike sort of things. So, poor guy. This is the equivalent of like the fire pits in Dark Souls or whatever. So you can heal here. Doing so, yeah, it says right there, brings back fallen foes. It's not, from the time I've spent with it, it's not like an overly complicated game in terms of controls. Oops, I still didn't make it. Here's a guy to fight. So, left mouse button for a light attack. If you hold it, kind of wind up for a heavy attack. So, also, wow, I am like almost dead already. Took some damage back there at the, whatever that was. Ooh, here's another. Sure. Love games that have things for you to break. Instead, things give you things, like little blue things. Also, it's interesting, as you are really low in health, everything gets pretty muffled. Activating the fountain also treats it as like a save point. Right mouse button blocks. And then yeah, if they've got something over there, the little yellow bars, that means you can't block it. But you have a cool dodge mechanic, as is often the case in these games. Ugh. Gotta have a key. This blue stuff is the equivalent of, well, honestly, very Souls-like. I don't think oh, here we go. I don't think this is, actually this is kind of the skill tree. So there's not a ton of stuff that you can do. You do acquire a few different weapons, and they all kind of behave a little differently. But yeah, you invest points in these 3 stats. Enough points unlocks these sort of things, which, yeah, some of them are passive, like this one, calling in the little blue orbs essence. Then you get some more, powerful moves or whatever. And they've also got this pretty cool, what would you call this? Kind of like a codex. If you're in challenges, they track your stats. Always love stuff like that. It's like, oh, cool, I've killed 3 guys. And then with the enemies here, kind of a la Hades, if I'm remembering correctly, you get a little more lore on them as you kill enough of them. Or maybe you just, I don't remember, you might just get a bunch of the essence, which is basically experience. I could be wrong, but this might upgrade your weapons as you, like this says 3 of 100. So, It's nice. This is a very simple game, or at least what I know it is. But best thing, Sparta Kick. Yep. Dash, Sparta Kick, block. It's good to kick enemies with shields. And they're pretty good about, what's the word? Projecting, I guess. If they're gonna attack. Or how they're gonna attack. Like, once you know enemies, like, I know that those guys with the shields, if you kick them, you can hit them in the back, and then they will, like, quickly swing around and get you. I was gonna say, I think you can double jump, but I think I'm wrong. So I acquired a key. Key fits. Oops. This guy. Also, there's these lore things or whatever. I can't remember what you get for those. Maybe nothing. Maybe just achievements. I don't know. Oh yeah. This file is the equivalent of, you know, just being able to heal yourself. I think you get more uses. I don't remember. Probably the nicest thing is that as you, every hit you deal, or every hit you land on an enemy, kind of recharges the file a bit. So I'm not playing on like a super high difficulty or anything. And I don't know if that changes with difficulty, but it's fairly generous. Yeah, if you see it going up in the top left corner, those little things. Oh yeah, also at these fountains, you level up. Or can sink some points, which I still have no earthly clue where it tracks your points. I have no idea how many I have to invest right now. If I could guess, it'd probably be one. I'm gonna put it in my... Yep, I had 1 point. But I'll just like go on stints where I've been fighting for a second and then come across a fountain and realize, oh yeah, this game has leveling up. And then I'll just keep sinking points in, and I'm like, when does it end? So, not a complaint though. It's fine. Definitely traps. It's their way of showing you there are traps. Oops. Lots of essence. Also, very Souls-like. If you die, you will. Well, you might not. I need to be blocking. If you die, you have one shot to go back and collect the essence that you dropped. I believe if you die again, it would be like any kind of Souls-like game where, you know, you lose it permanently. You lose what you fought for. Also, at least from what I can tell, enemies are not very motivated. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it just goes up. This guy definitely sees me. Hey man, what's up? Taunting you? No? Okay. Must be 4 feet away. Which is fine, I get it. You know, maybe from that skeleton guy's perspective, he's kind of hoping I don't come near him. You know, he's not confrontational. Oh, bye. That's pretty satisfying. And you can just keep doing it. Ooh. Can't remember if you can block the arrows or not. Oh, I think also if you block that counts for something. Dang, I forget that guy attacks twice. Oops. Alright, I might as well heal again because I charged up a file. I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to fight if I could avoid it. It's like, oh god, I hope this weird barbarian with a sword doesn't come near me. Like, totally. These guys are just hanging out. They're on their stuff. They got their buds. Oops, I didn't really do that. I've noticed too the kind of world level design. There's a lot of kind of split paths. My inner completionist is like, oh, I've got to go that way, but I've also got to go all the way around. I've got to get that over there. I've got to kill all these guys. Blah, 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 blah. Which, I mean, fair. Also a great little thing. The fact that when you kick them off, you don't have to go down and collect the essence. It just appears where you kicked them off. I'm very thankful for that. Otherwise, it would be kind of impractical. You wouldn't really want to kick them off too much. Okay. Actually... and eventually you get a mid-air dash ability, and I'm very ready for that. Also, I have played through this initial area a couple times. I streamed this one time on Twitch, and so at least in this beginning area, I'm a little aware of where these those little essence containers are. Okay. Nice. Alright. The combat, as you can see, it's just extremely straightforward. Very simple, but fun. And I guess part of the challenge that comes, like what challenge there is that you do fight different enemy types. And, you know, I mean, right now I've fought these guys. I've fought a lot of skeletons or zombies, whatever. You know, I mean, eventually there's weird, like, scorpion things, and they shoot, like, fire, or no, they explode, and they leave fire. So you kind of just, that really made it sound like there were only two types of enemies. There's a lot of different things you fight. And so you kind of got to learn, like, oh, what does this one do? Or, oh crap, when these things, I actually did not mean to heal myself, but hey, more skeletons to fight. More essence. Also, I was going to level up. So what is it? I think if you get 5 Okay, if you get 5 in each of these, that's when you can start unlocking things. Then to put in another might, get speed. Okay, now I'm out. Oh yeah, this challenge here, if you successfully block attacks with the old blade 20 times, you get a ton of essence. I like when games track things. And then those glowing tablets, that's lore. So, I mean, I know I referenced them, but here's where you could actually go, and if you really, really, really wanted to, you could see the lore, which it's pretty straightforward. The story, it's a, good enough setup for, hey, go into this place and basically dungeon crawl and slash a bunch of things. It's like, alright, don't need to kill me twice. Maybe I just haven't paid attention. Maybe there is a plus sign at the end of the essence bar up there in that. Or maybe I'm imagining that. I'm not sure. So kind of a cool thing about these little skeleton guys is that as you hit them, they're like the glowing pustules on them disappear, which is gross. But I think that also kind of shows like how close they are to death, because they'll have fewer and fewer. It's a nice little fun detail. I really should know how this guy attacks. This one's not messing with you. Not messing with you. Not messing with you. Not messing with you. Thank you. Right. Hi. Oh yeah, the essence disappears. That's annoying. Alright. Sorry, I had a little hiccup there. But yeah, continuing on. I'm not sure what this game runs for on Steam. Again, I feel like it's been out for a second. Even especially that it was part of a Humble Bundle. But yeah, it's fun. Different enemy types definitely make it more interesting as you see right now, we've got 3 types that I'm fighting over and over. This guy in front of me, spear thrower, I guess. So you can block his spears. Takes like 2 hits. Those regular little grunty guys, the yellowy ones, like down there, take a few hits, and then we got the shield and sword guy. Let's see. Yes, I can level up a little bit, and that's all I have. Oh, that's right. Let's see. There's a lever right over there. I guess I didn't go down this way. Some mechanism may work nearby. This right here in front of me, these rocks, this is an example of the kind of backtracking Metroidvania style thing. I think the 3rd weapon you acquire, again, within like an hour or so playing, is this big giant hammer. And it's really good for knocking enemies just straight to the moon. And you can also break down rock barriers or rock walls like that. Usually, from what I've seen so far, I mean, there are a couple parts where it's like, oh, that's necessary to continue on to the next, part of the world. But then other places I've seen where I've backtracked, I've just found like chests or whatever, or lore, which I'm happy with that. I like that sort of little bit of backtracking. It's a minor reward, but it's still a reward. Oh, I got just bummed out and I kicked him right off. It was kind of rude of me, actually. I don't know if that gets it. Hey, very rude. Rude. Ooh, 2 guys. I do like the perfect. So this is kind of what I was referencing. Like, you can't really go further until you acquire the hammer. So this just creates some backtracking, which is cool. I have no idea if you get like weapon skins or if like your sword changes in look as it is. I'm kind of looking over at it. It's pretty beat up, pretty gnarly, which is cool. I don't think you ever really see your character outside of the very beginning. You kind of pick a drawn. You have 2 options of, I guess, male or female. Oh, nothing's down here. And they're drawn basically, but and there's like a cinematic thing too that shows the different characters, the 2 characters fighting. Alright, so it's the spear. It's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. The sword's just cool. I think this is like a parry or deflect. Your right mouse button becomes that. Let's see. Yes, you can parry. And interestingly, the farther you are away, you deal more damage. So it says right here, like if you're up close, it's like 0% more damage. Actually, it seems pretty minimal. And then if you're basically at full reach with the spear, you would deal 50% more, which is cool. Oh, there we go. So there really are only 3 weapons, I guess. Given that if I click on the weapons tab, it just shows these 3, and I don't have the hammer yet. If we can call that a hammer. Yeah, this is the ancient spear, old blade. 41 kills so far with that. Enemies, got my 3 guys. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So I've killed, I think 30 is what you need to get like the next chunk of, or to get the little diamond here. So this guy now I can see they have 120 hit points. This is their vulnerability. That makes sense. Spear would be pierce, sword is slash, and the hammer is blunt. And I think they gained like an extra little bit of like lore or whatever. So that's cool. I would love if every game did something like that. Then the challenge, the master challenge thing over here of the ancient spears, hitting 2 enemies with a single light attack, which in my time playing was not the most straightforward, easily acquired thing, which is cool. Boy, I feel like I've been saying which is cool, or that's cool, or whatever, a lot. Kind of like, okay, these guys are kind of creepy looking. So if it's got that little spiky thing, that means they can't be parried. So I could have parried him, but I didn't. I don't think that worked. Oof. Alright. Let's check that lore. Ugh. Look at this guy. Mmm. Bloated creatures swollen with liquid to the point they barely resemble humans. They are more agile than they look. I mean, every time I'm bloated, I'm not very agile. I'll say that. Cool. So, kudos to them. Very dark. Oh, ooh. I didn't see the yellow thing. Those guys go down pretty quick, it seems. Oh, and I guess there's little infighting. So that would be an example of getting too... Uh-oh. Aw, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh. Alright. This is the equivalent of another biome, I guess. And that is the annoying little fire scorpion. Oof. Lava scorpion. My bad. Yeah, so when they die, they just create a little pool of fire, which is fun. Boy, so that's like 6 light hits with the spear. Yeah, oh yeah, if you press Q, you can get a weapon wheel, basically. Alright, so there's that way, and then there's this other way. We'll just go this way. Pretty cool looking. I don't think, in my time playing previously, I don't think I really went past this sort of biome. Like, I got farther than this. Ooh, so I just realized that maybe standing in that lava is not great for me. I need to get better at parrying. These guys actually, they're probably the toughest guys to fight so far. Because they take so many hits, and then they basically explode. It actually makes it hard to get the essence from them. So they're just all around pretty annoying. And then a group of them just kind of guarantees... Oh, that's rude. Don't do that. Okay. Need a key for this. I don't... Yeah, I don't think I... Let's see. I want to parry, dang it. I don't feel like I'm actually parrying. Man. Ooh, I'm gonna die if I don't do something. Okay. Ooh, I think that was a parry. The first one. Does it slow time down? Huh. I got an achievement. Maybe for how many you've killed or something. 3 hits with a spear. What the hell? Did I skip anything? No, it doesn't look like it. This guy lurking right here. What's up, buddy? Okay. I feel like I should get this going. Do I have... Nope. One more and I can get that mic thing. I'm gonna heal. Respawn everyone, including this guy. Boy. How many hits can I miss? Let's... Oh, there's the key. Ooh, just didn't make that. Okay, this might be useful. Maybe. There's a down there. The fire pit. I guess the lore kind of helps distinguish the different areas too. I can't pass up on fighting. This is a good time to maybe get some of that, the light challenge thing. Hey! Got it already. So you have to manually claim these rewards, which makes sense because maybe you don't want to do it when you're out past a fountain. Oh, I'm glad I went this way actually, because this just backtracks. Oi. Gimme. Gosh. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna grab this. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Whatever. Alright. So now I can pick one of these abilities. I've used Charge before. Actually, I kind of want to see what Rip and Tear is. A fallen foe. You can rip its head off. Does that apply to a scorpion? I feel like that would be not the easiest thing to rip off a scorpion's head. Maybe it's, tail? Yeah, I guess it has to be something with a head. Oh well. Maybe I need to go back this way. Oi. Whoop. Okay. Saw something about ripping heads off. Beautiful. Ah! That's great. Rip and tear. Oh. Gross. Oh, I can't go that way. I came from there. So coming back this way was totally pointless. I really do have to go back. What's this? One thing that's nice is you can just dash over and over and over. Pretty much. No, like, stamina, which is... I feel like stamina is usually done well in games. It has its purpose. I think it would work fine in this game. Like, it wouldn't be bad. Alright, I know that's gonna go right there. I just blocked that fire. Very tricky game. I actually feel like this game would probably play well on a gamepad, but I've only done mouse and keyboard so far. I'm actually not aware if this game is on other platforms. Could be on PlayStation or anything for all I know. Oh yeah, new enemy type. These guys are cool. Actually feels like a more challenging real foe to fight. Ooh. Quick. Ooh, that's not the kind you can carry. Ooh. And mummy. Pretty sick design, honestly. Yeah. I love those sickle things. And then there's the lava scorpion. Let's see. So, there's enemies hiding in there. Oh, here we go. Here's the hammer. Did that? Yeah, that released these guys. The coolest thing about the hammer, so you can block with it, which makes sense because it's ginormous. Also, the swipe on it is crazy, like the range. And you can't be stopped. You just kind of like barrel through, which is both good and bad because, you know, I don't know if you can stop an attack or not. Oh, yes, you can. So, this is winding up, and then if you just block, that works. I guess also you can dash away while preparing your strike. Alright, well that's all three of the weapons. I'm gonna stop this. I'll probably record another time, stream this as well. It's a really cool game. I'd never heard of it, and I'm, you know, frequently looking at games everywhere, so I found that kind of surprising, but I don't know. I don't know if this would classify as a hidden gem. It's got very positive ratings on Steam, so again, I'm just surprised. I had never heard of it. But, yeah, pretty solid game. Elderborn, highly recommend if you're looking for something. I don't know how long this game is, but if I could guess, I would say it's probably one of those 3 to 5 hour games for all I know, unless there's something else. I don't really think there's any other modes. I don't think there's, you know, survival or something. This would actually be such a cool game with like survival and horde-based modes or something. Woo. But regardless, fun game. Would recommend. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel. Yeah, if you found this game interesting, go check it out on Steam, and, you know, leave me some comments, what you think about it, critiques, criticism, even for me. I know playing and talking isn't always the best. But yeah, thank you again, and I will see you all next time. Actually, I won't. You'll see me.